Yeah, so that's definitely where the work, I guess, needs to come in, on the chemistry. But again, defensive end, and it goes to say 10 saves for ReeVspawn to the 4 from Mor-S'mores. So again, it's exactly what I'm saying there. And yeah, you mentioned the stack also on Mor-S'mores, and I was noticing that last night as well. They were incredibly quick, and they're showing it here again today. So hey, Vex is gonna go down low and intercept 2 Chocolate, and right back at him again.
Yep, and there we go. They got that stack working together, and they're very quick to get on that disc. Even if they don't get it every apply that pressure so quickly that the enemy has to get rid of it, which causes a lot of times a turnover.
Now trying to roll on over here. Looking for a clear. It's going to sail there. You can see that stack, that aforementioned stack from a reality check on the quickness. Chocolate and JL Graham. There is that duo. Look at how fast they redirected on that one as they go for the pass. That's going to be an open goal, but just off the mark there. Chocolate gets his own rebound. We'll look down, actually swirl around on the invert, and now going for a shot again, but just can't find it. Finally, the third attempt not in. The fourth will be. What a barrage.
I counted 5 shots there, 5 attempts on the goal, and finally they got those 2 points. I was pretty surprised that they missed that first one, considering, as you said, it was a wide open goal, but they did manage to get the 2 points.
All right, apologies that to everyone rejoining us here. We actually lost our stream for a second as we also need to transition that. There we go. But no worries. Apologies for our tech issues.
Sometimes we have a little hiccup here and there, but you know, it just means that we're making it better. That's all. Every single day, it's getting better. All right, here we go, and we're jumping right into it. We've got, of course, one more match. We do, of course, already have the win with Mor-S'mores. And again, it does look like they're about to take the lead, just like they did last match. But
yeah, back to the 5 points and only a couple minutes in.
Yeah, ReeVspawn's got an opportunity here to show themselves, and I do think the players on their team are very capable. It just doesn't seem like their teamwork is jiving as well as Mor-S'mores is right now with the partnerships that they're forming.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that again on the quickness, on the joust. No joust advantage there, you would think, because they were just right in their faces by the time they reached that nest.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, yeah, White Fox and more.
We may have lied. Maybe the stream was good the whole time. We apologize for another miscue. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Just kidding.
We are just having fun with y'all. That's what we're doing. Mor-S'mores and Mort and White Fox have been doing a great job of just holding the defense and just keeping everything secure, clearing it. Chocolate and JL Graham, I mean, their incredible teamwork has just been baffling me the entire game. And I'm learning a lot just watching them, as I'm sure the enemy team is as well. Although they're learning from them, they're not able to stop them right now. And I think the only way that you could stop them is to kind of try to mimic what they're doing. And you have to have a duo of guys that's kind of just attacking them as well.
Yeah, they are getting attacked here at the bubble. That is where a ReeVspawn's strength certainly lies. Anywhere in this 2-point zone. Oh, but the goalie actually stunned out Levity. So Chocolate was back there. The goalie was stunned just the briefest moment and enough. That's why he went for the headbutt save, but just too low.
16 millisecond disc speed, man. Meters per second. I'm sorry. That is incredible speed right there for the distance. I mean, yeah, he certainly winged it right there, and that worked out for him. 11-0 here with 6 more minutes to go.
Look at that, another one of those quick ones. They do manage to get it through this time. That's a quick tap out and get stolen right back on the intercept.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to do on those ones right there. I do feel like they need to be taking some more control. I mean, they've got 6 minutes left, and they're just giving the disc over like that by doing those quick shots.
Yeah, we'll have a tough time of it, certainly. And, you know, just one of those things that they'll have to go over the tapes. And I say tapes as if they're even tapes anymore. You know, it's all online now. But, you know, regardless of that verbiage.
We'll call them tapes.
Yeah. Just use it for basketball. Yeah.
No, and not only is it able to go through that stuff, I mean, they get to see all kinds of great things from these different camera angles. They're able to see all the players. So it really does help you learn how the other teams play, as well as how you can learn from yourselves and see what you did wrong as you're talking about. And I mean, I think all of us do that as players, especially when you get into the competitive level. But these guys right here, I mean, they certainly, I'm sure, have some ideas of what they could do better.
Yeah, and that's kind of a nice change. Gilligan in the chat, by the way, asking, is Atlas, Instinct versus Atlas being casted after this game? Provided that they're still waiting, yes. We discussed with them, the schedules didn't get changed, but we just kind of had a tentative thing where it's like, okay, if you know, after each game, we'll get each of these casted for the rest of the night. So it should be casted, provided that they didn't get impatient with old us because, you know. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
lost
got
my
an
train of thought.
opportunity.
I wanted to
I
say
was talking
something in
about
response, but
we're talking about streaming and the fact that you can, you know, see your streams and all that, and kind of what you're talking about now is, you know, teams waiting to be able to be live streamed and put on the cast. I think it's important because not only do you get the valuable feedback of seeing your peers in chat talk about things that you're doing, but you get to see yourself, as we said, because it's being recorded. So
right.
Yeah, there's so many benefits to that, you know.
You got me back on track. Exactly. So what I was going to say is that's been the main points of pride, really, I think, with VRML that I really like, that we've been able to get so many of these games casted. And I mentioned before, but just in the bottom of the floor, hold on, one maybe pass, we're just going to sail past. But in the first, like, 1 to 2 weeks alone, we've streamed more matches than have been streamed competitively for Arena and basically the 2 years prior. So really so much coverage, and more than ever before, you can see high-level play every single day practically. If you're a new player or just a player looking to scout and find what you need to change.
Yeah, and just since I'm kind of somewhat of new to all this stuff, big congratulations to Palidore, you know, SirDimwi, and all the different guys that have been working so hard to make these streams happen. Because I've only been here for a couple of them now, and it's been an honor to be a part of it. But to see all you guys putting the hard work in really does mean a lot. You know, considering I'm somebody in the community as well.
So one thing I am certainly noticing from Mor-S'mores here, I'll get back to that in a second, but they're going for an awful lot of these Steez dunks and really not finding anything but these rockets that shoot back out to the other side of the floor. But yeah, absolutely, the effort's been fantastic. Glad to have you on board, SirDimwi. I mean, so many casters and cameramen throughout the season. You know, the mods, the admins. I mean, I almost don't want to do a full list shout out because I know I'll forget someone and I'll feel absolutely terrible for it. But you know who you are, okay? We love you. Thank you for making this whole all work. You know. Like I said, my job is the easier part, honestly.
Since you're saying it, also big thanks to the players, because obviously each and every one of these players takes a lot of their time and effort to be involved in these matches, to, you know, to make these meetups, and of course to be there for them. You got to do a lot of sacrifices to make these things happen. I know how difficult it is. So.
You can hear the player there. Well, I guess not on the stream, but I heard him. There was a long no as that shot almost rolled in. That one's the same thing. And okay, apparently they did hear it as I'm being informed. So good, even better, as they go in for a passing play, and Chocolate finally finding the way. There it is, the 17th point for their team here on Mor-S'mores.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for ReeVspawn. I know they didn't want to come in and have this kind of a blowout situation, but you know, they are great players. It doesn't mean that they're not. It just simply means their teamwork, unfortunately, or their game plan is not meeting up to the level of Mor-S'mores. And I think, like we talked about earlier, I think a lot of that has to do with kind of the partnerships, the teamwork that they're using or not using to their advantage.
And I'm kind of curious, not that anyone in chat can answer this question exactly, but what would you say for VRML, you know, in combat anyways? Oh, the combative shot from Chocolate again. 31 points for Chocolate, just piling on points. But I was going to ask, what was ReeVspawn/VRML's play style in combat? Was it more offensive or defensive? I'm just curious if there's any translation there. I know, at least from my standpoint, it's interesting how... Oh, another steal. This could be a mercy situation if they recover it, actually. So going to go in here.
Like it. We've got 2 guys there and only 1 defender.
And a stunned defender at that inside the goal, so that will be the end of the match. 22-0 in the 3rd round in favor of Chocolate Mort. White Fox, JL Graham over on Mor-S'mores. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, and I don't think we really need to go over stats too much because we can kind of tell what happened. We only got 2 points over there on the ReeVspawn team, and other than that, Chocolate was the main star. As you said, 34 points on the board. That's incredible.
Absolutely, and just piling on the points. One of the higher scoring games of the preseason. There's been only a small handful, a basket full of players who've accumulated those 30 to 40 points. And there's only been, as far as I know, 1 person who's gotten the 40, which is Ender with the 41. But with that said, that will end that match. And congratulations to Mor-S'mores for the win. We do have another one coming up. I hope we're a little bit off late on the schedule here, but hopefully, provided they waited, and if you're listening on stream, by the way, at Listen Instinct, please invite us if you're still there, and we'll gladly stream you here in a moment's notice. Promise.
That's right. That's right. I can't wait for that next game. I mean, this game was pretty exciting. It wasn't as close as in all previous 3 matches. But nonetheless, we get to learn a lot every single time we see these guys. So yeah, I can't wait for the next match. I'll see you guys here in a little bit.
See you later.